drawing it in there beautifully.
What a beautiful leave right there.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
2 putts to win, but wouldn't it be nice if this one went down? Oh, almost. Here's a putt to become the Players' Champion. The king of TPC Sawgrass, our featured player, wins the Players' Championship.
And outlasting the strongest field on the PGA Tour. Great win.
And Rich, that almost looked easy out there today.
It's just one of these wins where you just want to sit back and just soak it all in and enjoy it.
That will do it for us today. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. Have a great night.
Pga Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the exciting season-long race for the FedEx Cup. All right, it's time to get the balls in the air for the opening round coverage. Let's head out onto the course. Hello and welcome. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, right here in the booth. And out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Rich, I don't know about you, mate, but I'm excited about this day. Our featured player has a rivalry brewing with another one out on the course. We'll deal with that shortly. But firstly, take us through this course.
Anytime you name a golf course after a, I don't know, lethal snake, you might be onto something at how difficult it might be. Yeah, again, it's in lovely Tampa, but this golf course, there's nothing friendly about it. It's so demanding, I think, off the tee, because you have tee shots that work one way, and then you also have the fairway that tilts the opposite way. It just sometimes doesn't make any sense, and it's hard to play this golf course if you're not driving it very well. But if you're chipping and putting it, then you really might like it. But it's fun, it's hard, but it's named after a dangerous snake, so I'm not going to say it's really fun. Would you? I wouldn't now.
Oh, 13-footer coming up here. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
Well, it looks like this one's going left to right.
Good stroke. Well hold.
Talk about hitting the ground running, Luke. Watch out. This could be an exciting day.
And that finds him in a share of second. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one. Striped. Second shot on the second. Well, this one's going right at the flag. That one almost went in the hole. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And that performance will now take him to three under par.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Rich, it's a challenge, to say the very least, the third hole.
Yes, most players aren't going to take out driver as they just want to lay it back of the water that creeps out on the right-hand side. From there, it shortens up the second shot, believe it or not, to a green that pitches from right to left fairly severely. Your misses can't be out to the right with your second shot. That is a no-no. Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
Oh, this one's coming flying out of the rough.
Not a bad play, that one. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
I think he's got around 24 feet to the cup from here.
Par putt coming up here. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Sitting now 3 under for the tournament. The 4th hole, the first of the par 3s on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Going with the 7. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Let's get back to it, shall we? This is his 2nd shot. I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 5th is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a 2nd shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. 3rd shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Well, Rich, being half a Canadian these days, I certainly take a shining to Brooke Henderson because she really is a national hero, arguably the best golfer in Canada, not just female, of course. We know she's the best woman in Canada, but the way she plays the game, it really endears her to a lot of people, doesn't it?
Well, it does. I'm still trying to figure out which half you're Canadian in, because I'm really not buying
The
that.
back half.
I'm really not buying that statement there, Luke. I mean, just look at you know, the first thing I notice is how good she swings it. I mean, you just don't see many professionals in the game swing it that good, regardless whether it's men or women. She has got a world-class swing, and that stands out more than anything for me. And she's just out there, and she's having fun, but she wants it all. She wants to win every single week out there, and the competitive fire that burns inside her, it shows. I mean, she really wants to win every single week. You know, it's not happening, obviously, but I'd say what, she's a phenomenal player. She's just going to win as many times as she wants to, it seems like. Not how many they're going to give her, but she's a real deal.
And it's a 1-stroke par far for our leader over the field. The tee shot also critical here at the par 4 6th at 455 yards.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip, and unless you work your tee shot from left to right a high, soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
Nice out the rough here.
This putt is of 9 feet.
A great birdie chance here.
Gee, talking about bursting out of the gates.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. And folks, at the end of this first round, he's gonna find himself in first place. That's pretty nice, eh, Rich?
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Round 2 of this tournament is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. Great to have you back with us. Rich, this player's been playing some impressive golf. They've got the lead. They're where they want to be, but what should be their mindset going into this round?
Well, hopefully it's not on the chasing pack, because the chasing pack is filled with some big names. So they're going to have to really bear down, focus on the task at hand. They've got to sit there and keep their emotions to themselves and not get wrapped up in everybody else around them.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Standing over his second shot. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Here's a chance to get to 12 under. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is looking like around 45 feet, guys.
Ooh. That's very impressive.
Setting the tone early in this round.
Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip, and unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Oh, well played. Putting hasn't been the strength today. Hopefully that can change right here.
This for a birdie run.
John, have you got a read on this one?
This putt looks like it's breaking right to left.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. As we check the standings, it's a massive 6-stroke advantage for our leader. Here we are at the par 4, 7th hole. Stay on the cut stuff. That one's just going to catch the light rough. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Well, this one's looking really good from the rough. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet. And he holds another one. And he's building quite a sizable lead here. Still in the lead now after that hole. The 8th hole is a par 3. Opting for the hybrid, I think. How close was that to going in? A look to get to 13 under par. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Well, it looks like this one's going left to right.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Nice little par putt here.
A bit long on that one. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. Time now to begin the 9th hole, Rich. Playing from 110 yards out. Fairways and greens. Easy game, isn't it?
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
And a chance to get back to even with the card with this putt. Okay, time to return to the action. Good putters will make these right on 5 feet. Well, what a way to bounce back. Nice putt to hole. And as we turn for home, Rich, always a good chance to reflect on the halfway stage of this round.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Oh, what a performance, Rich. Absolutely dominating performance.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
Well, another great day of action here. Good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. It's time for our third round coverage of this event. Hi, I'm Luke Elvey. Delightful to have your company once again. Rich, this player's been having a lovely time. The leader, showing all the shots, making the plays. Expecting that to be the case today?
Well, that's what you expect him to do, but listen, we're playing golf, and golf is about as predictable as the weather. I mean, listen, you got a 50-50 chance of getting it right most days, so this player's got to keep their nose out in front and keep doing what they're doing, because if they even remotely slow down and think about what they've accomplished, it's all over.
Ooh, staying aggressive, going for the green. Wow, that almost went in the hole. He hasn't managed to birdie this hole this tournament. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Now 21 under for the tournament. Welcome to the par 4 12 hole.
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front. Going and going and going.
Will it find the grass? That's not a bad outcome. I know it's not on the fairway, but it'll do. Second shot here on the 12th. This one might roll into the rough, I think. This would be a great up and down. Oh, wonderfully played chip shot. A par putt on the table. And now that finds him in first place. Hole number 13, a par 3.
Luke, I've never seen a green in golf repel more golf balls than the 13th here at Innisbrook. It's like it's made out of Gore-Tex. Golf balls just don't stay on it. It is really one of the hardest shots at this Innisbrook golf course.
Going with the 5-iron here. He's setting up for his second shot. Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Holding steady in first place after that one. Let's begin the 14th.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in two, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
Oh, that was mashed. This shot from around the 200-yard marker.
Okay, clubbing down.
Might it be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is just going right the whole way along.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
A really good look at birdie.
Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. Now sitting at 22 under par. Hole number 15 is a par 3. Going with the hybrid. Time now to play the second shot on the 15th hole. Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. We've arrived at a par 4.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
That was absolutely murdered. Oh, this one might be heading towards the rough. Second shot here on the 16th. The big old high draw. Impressive, isn't it? Going with the pitching wedge here. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Well, that's an impressive little chip. He has this putt to save his par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. So another impressive display. On top of the top board, though, Rich, is plenty to play for.
Yes, you always want to be in first place going into the final round. In saying that, it can be uncomfortable as well. We'll have to see how this player tomorrow handles the pressure.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam,